Sushama, good morning Roja ma'am, good morning Vanja ma'am, good morning Jyoti ma'am, and good morning Shani ma'am, and Shriyata ma'am also. And my dearest friends, today I would like to present my views on how to face an interview. First of all, I want to know what is the meaning of presentation. Can you tell friends what is the meaning of presentation?
Expressing your views by presenting on projector, it's a presentation.
Yeah, you are Surya, you are also there, and anyone can express the views on presentation. So sorry friend, I would tell the definition of presentation. Presentation means it is a technique to convey our ideas through visuals and animation. It is a technique that we can easily understandable, and it is the medium to understand our used to your audiences. So through this media, I want to tell that I want to present my views on how to face an interview. So there are my objectives of an interview, definition of interview, preparation before interviews, and what homework should be done, and performance during and after interview, some tips which are very valuable for interviews, do's and don'ts in the interview, and interview questions. First of all, I want to say that what is the meaning of interview? Interview means it is the minimum meeting of a two candidate, which is expert or candidate. You can also say the definition of interview that it is arrangement of examining the sustainability of the candidate, or it is the media to test our qualities, our skills in the applied field, and our desired behavior in a very limited time. So this is the interview definition. This is the interview definition. So here, what are the preparations which are required before the interview? First, get your career goals in focus, because in our friends, I want to say that we should be in focus on aim and our goals also, because through this we make a life successful. And there we should identify the main strengths. We should identify the main strengths which is related to job, and also gather the specific accomplishment as a backup skills. Then, first of all, for that related job, we should research the company through nets and find out the dress code of the company before when we go to interview, and dress accordingly for that too. And practice with yourself or with your nearest and dearest friends. Then you can see the image of the preparation before the interview. And then what is the homework should be done or before the interview? First, go to the employer's website, as I mentioned in the previous slides. Best place to see the company is if you check the annual report and also the statistics, financial statistics, when you are going to join or interview on that company. Then resource searches. You should go the virtual statistics and independent perspectives of employment of online sources. And you should also look the financial record data. And find the general interest on that company, and also know through your own newspapers that what is the behavior and what is the qualities of that employer. And you can also through the trade journals you can know what are the new products which are established on the industry, and also what is the position of the products in the industry. This is the point, career planning, how to plan the career. Moving on, knowing yourself and making decisions on the relevant job that you would like. Few items what should be bring, which is very important on the interview. The few items are, you should bring at least one spare of a copy of your resume, because here I want to point that resume. Why you should call this resume means resume is the in work we should call as resume, but in non we should call as resume. We should pronounce as resume. And then it is very important to spare one copy of resume. And you should also, for multiple persons in the panel, we should also have a copy on that. And then you should also before applying the job, you should also have a specific certification and license accomplishments. And you should bring your proof of eligibility for your knowledge. And employers are more likely to choose the candidate which is very confident and paperwork which are already in order place. Then during an interview, what we should evaluate? The evaluation of the qualities are self-confidence, which is very important because you should be confident while facing the interview, and interpersonal skills are like fluency in English, and do not be use the mother tongue on that fluency of language in English. And be honest while answering the question, because if you are not being honest, you are wasting the life. Go confidently in the dreams of direction and live life which is you have imagined. And what are the non-verbal and body language communication? First posture: sit erect without leaning a desk or slouching a chair. Just take an example. You should sit like this, not like that or not like that, because it is a negative feeling of that. Then always make an eye contact when you are answering your opinions on the interview panel. Do not avoid the continuous starings. You should avoid the continuous staring. Then don't use too many hand gestures and your frequent changes of facial expression, because we should use that facial expression and our hand gesture according to our views or words which are used on answering the questions. So here there are dress codes. We should not wear the jeans. And here are the attire of men and women also. This is the woman attire. This is also a woman attire. It's a men attire. Dress code. And these are the shoes of men and women footwear. So dress outlook. It is very important when you are appearing on the interview. First, the main point is that dress formally and well-groomed, and then you got never a second chance for that, because it is the impact to make a first impression on that. Then wear something that you feel comfortable on that dress, and use simple accessories like simple jewelry, watches, ties, etc. And scents, perfume, and aftershave lotion which are used by men should not be avoided. Should avoid it. And this is the men interview attire. The men interview attire is usual suit, navy black or dark grey, long sleeve shirt, white or coordinated with the suit, and belt tie and dark socks, neat professional hairstyle, and limit the aftershave, neat trimmed nails, and portfolio briefcase as you see on that image, the briefcase and the attires of the man. Then next we see what is the woman attire, interview attire. Suit, the skirt suit which is long enough to sit comfortably on that interview, and conservative shoes, leather shoes, like I mentioned on that previous slide. What are the shoes of women? And limited jewelries, and neatly manicure the nails, means cleanly trim the nails, and you can portfolio and briefcase. What should not bring on the interview? First, gum, cell phone, iPod, smoking or tobacco, or if you have lots of peeling, leave some peelings, 1 or 2 I think, and cover tattoos also. Then, what is the expected qualities of the candidate? If it is English without a mother tongue influence, natural delivery and fluency, clearly and concerns your ideas, and pronounce sentence clearly, and speak little more louder or lower your voice to draw attention of experts when you are present your views. And the rejected by the communities is where means confusion and irrelevant answers to the question, and very frigidity, like you should not have a good eye contact. We should possess a good eye contact. Little eye contact is not should avoid it. Nervous mannerism such as playing with hair, nail, and biting, etc. Lack of sincerity, utter superficial remarks to impress the interviewer. We should be avoided. And then what is the do's and don'ts in the interview? First, do make a practice and run in a location and see the background of the company which you have to join. And then if you present a job application, neatly mention and accurately write with a neat manner. And also do make a good eye contact when you express or use. Do show enthusiasm in the position when you are facing that interview. And do make sure some good points which are across the interview in a factual, sincere manner. Do stress on your achievements. What is the don'ts in that interview? Do not interfere in the controversial topics. And don't ever lie, because as I mentioned, be honest in express your views. And don't say anything negative about colleagues or supervisors. And don't answer simply yes or no. For that reason, we should present the reason of between yes or no. And also give example for that. Do not inquire about salaries or bonus when you are not giving a job offer. Don't say a past history, hence it is available in the CV itself. What are the interview questions or most asked this question? Tell me about yourself. It is the important question. And why did you leave before previous job? What sort of jobs you are looking for? What appeals do you about this job? And what do you think it is good to enter this job? There are some very questions which are asked by the interview panel. So for that, how should we give answer according to this question? Tell me about yourself. It is the most frequently asked question. So for that, you should tell about your academic record and your skills and your communication skill, which are very important in the job. And you are also present the qualifications. And you should also present the solving skills according to the situation which is given by the interviewer panel. Time is very less, only it's 3 minutes time for that. And prepare written answer on question and rehearsal. What appeals to do through this job? To achieve the height, we should quench our thirst of knowledge, and also we should work hard for that. And bring a unique decision on that. And what is your strength? The strength is the strength of your subject knowledge, ability to personalize, and your problem solving skill, which are very important on that, and your professional expertise. What is your weakness? Here it is the main important, because you should convert the weakness into strengthness. If you take an example that always I have committed to assign work which I expected from our co-workers. This led to affect the interpersonal relationship. But here your attitude is possesses like a leadership quality. And if you accept the job, what you have offered? Yes, I will accept the job to best of company or if there is no option, you should present your reason why you should disagree the offer. And I previously present on the slide that what is the know about company, you can reference from the net or statistic reports from that. And if you take this job, how long you will deal? You should have a high standard and meet yourself, and your outcomes will success and tell about the company. And after the interview, the main important is thank them for calling the interview through letter or indicate you look forward to hear them. So for thank you with the firm handshake. This is the position you should possess. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
How much time you have
Thank you
taken for
for-
your presentation? How much time you utilized for the presentation?
I think 5 minutes.
15. Okay. Already given time is 3 to 4 minutes. You have utilized more time. The
Thank you
second
for
presentation.
talking to the friends.
Take the microphone utilizing the using of the questions. త్వరగా ఇవ్వండి మైక్ ఒకటి ఇచ్చేయండి. Wait for question.
Sorry, anything queries about this presentation?
Switch on.
Yes, Prashant.
After entering to the interview, how to approach to the interviewer?
That's why I clearly mentioned on the previous slides that you should give a thank you for attending the interview, and you should give also a firm handshake on that interview. So it gives a first impression on that. Anything queries?
No.
Give the mic to that guy, second guy, Santosh.
Yes, Santosh.
What are the important piece of your PPT?
What?
Speak louder. Keep the mic well.
What are the important piece of your PPT?
In my important views of PPT, I would like to convey that how to face an interview on that, and also it is very important because when you are appearing for a job, the interview is the way to get the job, and that's why there are few tips I give to you, which is useful to you, friends. Anything question, Santosh?
Keep the mic stand also there. Good, Shashank.